How big of a game changer is it when Withers gets taken out of the game?
Yeah, I feel like, it's definitely, he is a game changer, right? He's one of the best face-off guys in the league. So, I think that definitely was helped us out, getting a couple more extra possessions. But, I feel like even, with him in there, I feel like we were playing well as a team. And, I feel like when we play together and trust each other, I feel like that's when we're playing our best lacrosse. So, I mean, it definitely helped, but I feel like we were playing well out there as well.
The little things, that was the big focus this week. How did those play a role in those final minutes whenever Halifax goes on that 5-goal run?
Yeah, that was a pretty crazy ending. But, I feel like it's just one play at a time, and obviously they went on their run at lacrosse, right? It's a game of runs. So we knew, they were going to go on their run. And, we just kind of had to stop the bleeding a little bit and just refocus, so Halsey had, a big face-off win at the end there, and we were able to kill off some time, and, I feel like that's the way it goes. Hartsey and Ned and our defense had, crucial stops, right? You don't have to stop them every time, but, you need those big key stops, and we had that tonight, so it helped out.
You talk about that big face-off win by Halsey at the end. How has he really handled this pressure this season?
He's been great. I love playing with him. I feel like he's just an all-around team guy, on the floor, off the floor, in the locker room. Just having him around, he brings so much energy and just brings up everyone around him. He's one of those guys you could put him in any position and he'll excel. But, just having him in the locker room, he just brings up the spirits. And, I feel like he's really just loosens the locker room and gets the nerves out of the way, which, you have to love having a guy like that on your team.
So congratulations, you currently lead the National Lacrosse League in goals, and you set the new Rochester Knighthawks franchise record for single-season goals that was set by Holden last year. I mean, you're only halfway through the season. I mean, how is it thinking about those types of things right now at this point?
Yeah, I mean, it really is, an honor. Obviously that's what you train to be, is the best version of yourself. But I feel like that's huge credit to my teammates, right? Like, I'm not doing any of that, if they're not out there, and I feel like, having the guys on we do on our team, there's just they open up guys around them so well, and, everyone draws so much attention that it just makes it easier on everyone else. So, it's just a really fun offense to play in. Credit to the coaches and our management, too, for the systems they put in and kind of letting us play. But, like I said, if it wasn't for the guys, that wouldn't even be close.
You look at the last time that you played this team, it's only 7 goals versus 16 this time. I mean, offensively, what were the biggest differences? And Warren Hill, I mean, did you take a different approach maybe towards him in goal?
I feel like, going out there, we kind of just didn't play our best game. And I feel like they played great, and they played it great again tonight. But, I feel like we just kind of focused on the little things and really, being physical, because they're a physical defense, but just being physical but playing our game. And, Vela coming in, he brought some energy, which was great. But also, I feel like all the guys on our team really stepped up, individually. I think it goes all the way up and down the roster. And, I think that was the key tonight. It's just everyone just played a little bit better, which is what we needed to win this game.
How important is it and comforting maybe to know that you're now going into the bye off a win despite the 2 losses that had come off?
Yeah, it's huge, and that one game alone right there, right? There were 2 games behind us going into this week, so it was either going to be 1 game behind us or right now 3. So it could have been a big swing either way. So it was a big win in terms of standings, but the same thing, right? We're going into a bye week, but we still got to be focused because we're only halfway through the season, right? So, and we're not where we want to be right now, so we're just going to keep trying to do our best and move up the rankings.
If you're not where you want to be right now, where do you want to be?
Number 1. That's it, right? That's everyone's goal. So, that's the goal at the end of the day, and we're gonna focus and work really hard to get there.
There's still people that don't believe that Rochester's for real, and you guys keep racking up. You beat Toronto, you beat Buffalo, now you have a win at Halifax. Do you guys talk about that internally, or do you guys just focus on what you guys have to do and not worry about what everybody outside is thinking or saying?
I feel like we just, stick as inside the group, right? Like, we hear the outside noise, but it really doesn't affect us, because at the end of the day, what's being said out there, kind of means nothing in terms of, how we play as a team. So, we take it one play at a time, and we just want to get better every game. I feel like we still have a lot to prove, like you were saying, but I feel like at the end of the day, it's just getting better each game and playing your best lacrosse at the end of the year. That's how you win a championship.
And then how rarely do you see shorthanded goals in this league? You guys had 2 shorthanded goals tonight. How cool is it from an offensive standpoint to see in transition that your transition game is helping you guys out, but also scoring shorthanded, because that doesn't happen a lot?
Yeah, it's huge. I mean, just a touch base on our transition, I feel like our defense is unbelievably good, right? And for them to be able to do that on the D end, plus be pushing transition like that and giving us a couple extra, on the scoreboard, I feel like it plays a huge role in the wins we get. And, credit to those guys we have back there because they're really unbelievable and unsung heroes, I would say, in a short manner, I feel like. But, I feel like just having those shorthanded goals, it could go either way, right? Power play goal for them, builds momentum. So it kind of is a way to, nullify that momentum that they could gain by getting one of those.